Hello, here we are, day 6 of the Hope series. I'm super pumped here. I get to tell you a story from my childhood. So I had an Aunt Dorothy. And let me recap really quick. So day 1, we talked about God. There's hope in God for sure. Day 2, we gave you a behavior model. B equals MAP. You guys know what that is. If you don't know what it is, go back and listen to it and implement it and get caught up. 3 is who? Your who network. That's a great way to have hope. Cause, you're the cause of your effects was day 4. If you embrace and internalize the fact that you are the cause of your effects, you can be the cause of your effects going forward too. Day 5 was the Panda Planner. Bookend your days with gratitude and celebration. It's going to change your view. You're going to be so hopeful in the future. You're going to be hopeful in the next day because you know every day there are things to be grateful for and there are things to celebrate. So today I'm going to tell you about my Aunt Dorothy. So my Aunt Dorothy, she's passed away now quite a few years. However, as I was growing up, Dorothy had childhood polio. So the whole time that I knew her, she was, less than 90 pounds. I'm guessing here, 80 to 90 pounds. Always kind of bedridden. But here's what I knew about Dorothy. On the west side of Chicago, in a little project home, just like I think it was a 2-bedroom little project in the west side of Chicago with my grandma. Every single time I ever saw that lady in my life, she always had a smile on her face and a positive thing to say to me. Holy cow! So you guys, my whole life to this day, if I ever feel sorry for myself, or if I ever feel like, oh my, there's everything's against me, I just think of Dorothy and I think, dude, what are you doing? Seriously. This is a lady that was bedridden. She couldn't get out of bed. She had to, eat through a straw much of the time. I mean, literally, and she was always positive. She always had a good thing to say. She had heart. She had God in her heart. I will say that. And that inspires me to this day. And it should inspire you too. So I want you to think of my Aunt Dorothy whenever you feel like, oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. If that doesn't give you hope, nothing does. And she, again, this was all the way through when she passed away. She always had that smile on her face. And that's why I'll always remember her. And she was at peace. Because remember we talked about the Bible and idols? She didn't hold anything in this world as an idol. She wasn't worried that she wasn't able to go out and run around or jump in her car and go where she wanted to go or travel or go to the grocery store, get her favorite food. She wasn't able to do any of that stuff. But she had peace. She had joy. And she was an inspiration to so many people. I mean, I can tell you story after story of Dorothy when we'd get her into a wheelchair and we'd take her places when she could go out. We took her to a concert, I remember, out in Ravinia in Chicago, and the people that she touched just with that amazing spirit of hers. So you guys, if that doesn't give you hope, then you're dead. I mean, I'm just saying, if that can't give you hope, then there is really something wrong. And I know my audience better than that. You're not watching this if you're not capable of getting great hope from my Aunt Dorothy. So remember her. And next time you see me, just say, hey, Dorothy. And then we'll both be able to know, that you listened and she's inspiring you even to this day, even though the fact that you never met her. But she can inspire you. And we all have stories like that of people that really inspired us. But, tie into those stories. Get that perspective, as my friend Andy Andrews, through his character Jones in the books that he writes, talks about. It's all about perspective. Put a little perspective in your life, and you're going to be full of hope and positive anticipation about the future. All right, you guys, we'll see you next week for day 7 of this series. I'm so excited. Thank you.